What's going on, guys? Agent Jim Shorts coming at you with another video for yins today. I'm just not feeling this today, guys. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is just not my day, you know? And frankly, I'm just being really lazy and I just want to sit on the couch and play Madden. So you know what? I think I'm gonna phone this in right now, you know? It's kind of like one of those peek off your friend's math homework situations. So yeah, I'm gonna peek off someone's math homework. And I have just the person in mind. That being said, have fun meeting my sister.
What's up, friends? It's Sister Shorts coming at you with a new video. Yes, I'm Agent Jim Shorts' real-life big sister, and while I'm not quite as much of a nerd, I'm a sucker for good storytelling and have been discussing everything from the Marvel Universe to new TV shows with Agent Jim Shorts for literally years. This video is going to delve into two of my go-to fandoms, The Office and Parks and Recreation. My enjoyment for both of these shows runs deep. But if you were to ask me, which of these two shows would I recommend? My answer might surprise you. So let's dive into it. It doesn't take long to realize the similarities between these shows. Both explore that mockumentary style writing, surprising wit, and extreme characters in the midst of lackluster modern workplaces. It's not surprising to learn that both shows were written and produced by a lot of the same people. For example, The Office showrunner Greg Daniels and writer Mike Schur are also the writing masterminds behind Parks and Rec. Both shows are worth a try if you like smart, witty comedy with an edge that will leave your heart truly warmed. These shows will make you laugh and engage you with incredibly likable characters and relationships you can't help but fall in love with. But can we settle this age-old question? Which show is better, like objectively better? I'm a chronically indecisive person, so it's no surprise that I have dubbed one of these shows as the best written, and the other as the most universally crowd-pleasing. They are very similar, but a close examination reveals very different undertones. I've watched The Office more times than I'm willing to publicly admit. It obviously holds a soft spot in my heart, and it's the most critically acclaimed of the two shows. It's the most, yes, like the top streamed show on Netflix, and it holds 42 Emmy nominations and 5 wins. So, what makes this show so special, and where does it fall in our analysis? For The Office, the writing and the character development is out of this world genius, in my opinion. It's the heart and soul of the show and what I think has given it such staying power. The Office gets me every time because of its poignant commentary on what it's like to be quote-unquote normal. When I started watching the first season with Agent Jim Shorts himself, the main reason I kept watching was of course for Jim and Pam. Michael annoyed the crap out of me at first, but something about Jim and Pam's story sucked me in. At first, I chalked it up to just being invested in their love story and wanting to know how it played out. But another watch through made it clear. It was their relatability that keeps us all watching with bated breath. Pam and Jim are so normal. When we watch them keep a boring routine, navigate adult office, and put up with their own private sorrows and frustrations, it's a bit uncanny how much I can relate. They're people I could imagine working next to every day at my office without missing a beat. When I meet Jim and Pam, they have already grown comfortable and stagnant in what we all see as normal. The whole series is really about them embracing the everyday joys of normal and then breaking away from the bonds of that complacency. It takes them a long time to finally take risks and stand up for what they actually want. After years of being a pushover and even lying to herself, we watch Pam slowly find courage and finally say what she should have said a long time ago. It takes Jim 8 seasons to finally work up the courage to take a risk and pursue a career he's passionate about. And throughout the entire series, we watch both of them find true joy in the midst of all the dullness in their sweet and very down-to-earth love for each other. When Jim and Pam fail, succeed, and fall in love, I believe it. I believe it because the writers and the actors nailed what it looks and feels like to be normal and how hard it feels to fight against the normalcy and finally take a risk. I see myself in Jim and Pam. I think that's why the show became so popular and why it continues to hold up today. There's something about watching a normal person like me learn to succeed. If Jim and Pam can have a good, normal life, you can too. The grounding presence of Jim and Pam allows Dwight, Michael, Angela, and the rest of the characters to be as zany as they can be. The show always brings us back to relatable human moments. This theme even makes us love Michael Scott. We see him wrestle with feeling alone and desperately wanting something more while making the best of the incredibly normal life he's found himself in. The relatability of the characters is really moving to me and inspires me to recognize when I'm too comfortable with my own normal. The believable character development is why I think The Office is the most well-written of the two shows, and the reason I come back to it over and over again. But back to Parks and Recreation. This is the show I would recommend first.
Whoa. You're saying Parks and Rec is better than The Office? Are you crazy? I let you have one freaking video and you go nuts? What are you doing, you freaking narcissist crazy person? Stop this madness. What do you have to say for yourself?
I know. Wait a second. I just raved about how much I love The Office. What am I saying? To all of you Office purists, please hear me out. I do love The Office. Though slightly less viewed and awarded, I think Parks and Rec does actually appeal to a wider audience. Let's think about it for a second. The humor isn't as dark, the characters are significantly less, well, I'll just say it, they're less vulgar. Think about it, the constant sexual innuendo, Michael's prejudiced jokes, and the very presence of the characters like Todd Packer and Robert California make for lots of dark humor and cringiness. And you know what? Sometimes you want that edge, I get it.
You know, sis, I feel personally attacked right now. I wonder why that is. You're a bum.
The Office was created to be both mundane and a little shocking. The whole setting of Dunder Mifflin is a little bit soul-crushing. And let's face it, while we do come to love Michael later on, at first glance, he's totally insufferable. In contrast, Parks and Rec is the exact opposite. It's bright, cheerful, and determined to find the positive from the get-go. Led by the eternally sunny Leslie Knope, the wit and edge, which is definitely still there, is always countered with her innocence and optimism. Even when the characters find themselves in unbelievably cringeworthy situations, the spirit and friendship displayed leaves us feeling good. While it's hard for, say, my in-laws to get past Michael's self-obsession and constant sexual references, they find themselves cracking up at the classic manliness of Ron Swanson and the hilarious perseverance of Leslie. I think the reason Parks and Rec has never quite surpassed The Office's popularity falls on the shoulders of the character development once again. While Jim and Pam acted as that powerful glue of normalcy that held the crazy together in The Office, we never quite find who that grounding presence is supposed to be in Parks and Rec. The characters are easy to love, and they go through lots of things that I can relate to, but I could not imagine any of them actually existing in real life. Originally, I'm sure Anne was meant to be the normal character in Parks and Rec. She's an outsider to the team, and almost always the one to speak some common sense into the situation during her talking head interviews. But as the seasons progress, even Anne becomes a caricature. She's the awkward pushover. She's the naive serial dater who can't seem to stop self-sabotaging her romantic life. She becomes less reliable as a grounding presence because she quickly becomes one-dimensional. Ironically, I start to find relatability in Andy and April's relationship. Their relationship is easygoing and it's genuine. It's not pomp and circumstance. They find joy in the most mundane things and don't carry visions of grandeur. They're simply happy to be together and learn to navigate relationships and marriage like we all do. The reason this doesn't hold up as that normal grounding presence? Have you seen April and Andy in action? I think they're flipping awesome, but they're two of the most extreme characters in the show. April's propensity for the dark side and apathy at work would never serve her as well in real life as it does in the show, and Andy's lack of basic intelligence is hilarious and endearing on screen, but once again, isn't actually believable as a real-life human being. So, the final verdict: Parks and Recreation is the better recommendation, but The Office is more of a written masterpiece. Do you agree? I'm down for a lively debate in the comments, but let's keep it civil, people. In the end, we love binge watching both of these shows. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to stay frosty.
Hey. No. That is mine. That is not yours. I say stay frosty, all right? So anyway, stay frosty, guys. Yeah, sister, you don't say stay frosty, okay? That's mine.
Oh my word, so high maintenance. All right, then let's try this again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you're having a great day, and don't forget to listen to your big sister.